What's up, everybody? My name is Evan from FTM Transitions, and I'm here to help you guys learn a little bit more about what to expect in your transition. Well, there are a lot of things for sure. We're going to go over several of them today, but these are most of the things that I'm asked in the DM, other than people wanting to be posted. It is asking about what to expect for my lover, for my friend, for myself, for my family, through my transition, the people around me, my body, and everything in between. And a lot of these things are very important. It helps people feel comfortable in getting the right amount of information from the right resources. And I know that it took me, I'm very, very good at researching, and it's part of what I do for my various jobs, but a lot of people don't know how to find things, don't know how to word things, don't know what is the right amount of information that they're getting, or they're trying to get some information out of one particular person that they feel like they want to look like. And everybody's body is so drastically different that our bodies are all going to act and react and do different things, and all of our families are going to react and act and do different things, friends, people we work with, and vice versa. So there's a lot of different variables in everybody's life and everybody's situation, and they change constantly, and I'm changing constantly still, and I'm in my, I haven't been taking tea for more than like a year and 3 months, and a lot of my self in so many different ways, from emotionally to physically, have changed. In some ways I like, some ways I don't like, some ways my family and lover like, and some ways I don't like. And it's really everybody's perspective, and being able to kind of grow up in a way that you understand what you're putting yourself through, and it's your choice, and just understanding that good things take time in a world where so many people, especially people under 20, 25, probably more 20, the ability for you to have things like that has tainted your expectation of the world and reality and life in general. Being able to have things instantaneously, and the fastest internet, or you need service now. If not, I'm gonna tell this motherfucker. Like, we all have terrible attitudes, because all of the other things in life are also expecting us to be that way too, to give answers back, to do our jobs like this, to act this way and be this way. And we're all working around society's pressure, and being able to be an individual and stepping away from that is something that's very important. So enough of me jibber-jabbering. We'll start with, we're just going to go randomly as I come off the top of my head. So the first one we'll talk about is other people's perceptions and other people's attitudes, other people's shit that comes out of their mouth, the way that other people act. And that's something to expect to be very different, and a large reason why people do not go through with transitioning, because they're scared how other people are going to react or what they're going to say. And that was my problem for a long, long time, that I didn't allow myself to be, to be who I wanted to be, because I thought that other people were going to judge me. It was going to harm my nonprofit. It was going to harm this other business. And I was just starting real estate, and it was going to, harm my reputation. And I wanted to switch brokerages, and it was, a lot, because I was in the limelight as a much different person, as a very feminine, thin, like, not that I'm not thin as fuck now, but totally different person. So me bringing this to the world took a lot of courage. It took my father taking his life for me to realize that I couldn't keep being who I was, that unhappy, for the sake of other people. You can't base your life on other people's perceptions, because they have their own bullshit, their own baggage, their own life, their own psychosocial bullshit that they have going on that makes them think a certain way. And you can't base your life, your actions, your feelings on that of other people. And that's one of life's hugest lessons, and we're going to be learning it forever, because it hurts when someone says faggot. It hurts when someone says fuck you, fucking queer, or what the fuck are you, you know, kind of thing. And I think that that's where a lot of the fear comes from, and people like calling us out, or not loving us and not accepting us. And it's like, don't base your happiness on the acceptance of other people, or you're never going to get anywhere in life. You're never going to be anything. Look at Cardi B. If she accepted that everybody called her a trailer trash hoe, a train wreck, a fucking loser, a fucking pole dancer, you're never going to get anywhere, you dumb bitch. You know, like, people use these words and it fueled her, you know. And you need to see that as people taking the time out of their day to interact with you instead of other people, and instead of doing other things. So you must have some power in this world to make other people react, and being able to relearn how to use that power instead of hindering your life on that power is something that I'm definitely going to be making another video about, because it's very important. And because so many people die from the verbal and emotional perceptions and attitudes that other people give people in the trans community, from family telling them, you know, you're worthless, you're a freak, you're, you know, this, that, and the other thing, or you're never going to find love, or you're never going to be loved, or what are you, or, you know, let a lot of these things get to us. And it's hard not to. It's fucking hard not to. I get upset. I get scared, and I think that's just something in life that we go through, but being able to push through and battle past that is the main lesson, and will help you move on and actually enjoy your journey, because it's your journey. It's not their fucking journey, it's your journey. So stop letting it be other people's journey. Stop having your journey be based on other people's bullshit. You don't need that. All right, so the second one that we're going to talk about to expect is, we'll talk about different parts of the body that are going to grow and you should expect to grow. So talk about number one, your body will grow and ungrow, I guess regress, in your middle area. Like right here, I had larger love handles, I had more of a little pooch there, and that is slowly starting to go away, and I'm starting to get a lot more boxy and a lot straighter where I am here. And that's helped me with my confidence a lot, and learning how to accept my body, and that change takes time, and I didn't see it change for a long time, and I'm very happy now that it is. And it takes that length of time being on T for your body to change and morph. You know, you're going through things that your body never expected to go through. So just be patient with your midsection, especially for people that are a little overweight. Be patient. Do some cardio, do ab work, tighten that area, do as much as you can to give your body the best possible chance to have a manlier shape. The next part that we'll talk about growing is your face. How does it grow? Well, at the beginning of me taking T, my face was like chunkier, fatter, rounder. I hated it. I hated the way that I look at it. It really fucked me up. Like the first year, I thought I was very ugly. Up to like this last January, even the last few months, my face is starting to now get to more of where I want it to be. But it was much rounder, and I didn't take many pictures. I didn't want my face out there. I felt like I made the wrong decision. You know, I felt just uglier, and I didn't like the way that I looked. And I'm glad that I stuck with it, because my face is shaping out more. Shaping back into the way that it was when I felt like I was a female. Not that I want it to be like that, but I have higher cheekbones, and I like that look. Not, I feel like I'm seeing who I was again, not as a female, but as the chiseled male that I wanted to be. So I like my face much more now, and you will too if you don't. Number two on the face, facial hair. I don't know if you can probably not see bullshit on here. Terrible quality. But my face is now keeping facial hair. It's a little bit longer. Keeping, when I shave it, it gives me acne, so I'm trying to keep it, as long as I can, and not shave it for like 2 weeks. And it feels, good now. And I like the way that I'm starting to see myself a little bit with facial hair. A lot of people that I post, have facial hair in like a few months, and it fucks me up, like that upsets me that I couldn't be like that why did I get these blonde genes and there's nothing I can do about it. And I just have to understand that my journey is coming, and I'm lucky that I can grow a little bit of facial hair at all. So there's other people in more situations that have hair that they'll never like on their face, and I don't know if I will. It's very splotchy still, but I'm much better, and I feel much better now that I have a little bit on here, and it doesn't just look like I'm a girl with fuzzy face or something, and I forgot to shave. So that's the other thing that's gonna grow. And I haven't had much growth here. A little bit of growth in my Adam's apple area. And that's something to expect also. All right, so let's talk about growth down there. And I've talked about this in the stories a few times, so make sure that you are watching our stories, because we ask stuff every day, every other day, from the community to get information and find out how we can help you best. And I asked if people were happy with their growth down there, and there were a lot of people that were, and there were a lot of people that weren't. And there were even people that didn't want to take tea because they were scared of the growth down there. But I would have gone on tea much sooner if I knew that I would feel this way down there. And what do I mean by this way down there? Well, I mean, it's great. The growth I've probably grown maybe an inch down there, and it's comparable to some dicks that I've seen. Just saying. It's something that makes gender dysphoria, I feel, go away for a lot of people. And the sex toys also that are being made, which we're going to be making videos about, to let you guys know a lot more of the stuff that's out there for the FTM community, because there's not much. But the things that are out there are pretty okay and get the job done and make you feel good and sexy and make you come great and are great for partners and just tons of good things that we're so lucky to be in this day and age where things like that are being made for people like us. And self-pleasure is much easier. Sex is sexier. I feel much, much better in my body. I'm not going to have bottom surgery because this is enough for me, and I do not want to risk losing the sensation that I have down there. It's definitely different. The first few months was painful, and I didn't really want to have sex because I was growing like a little dick, and that's kind of a little painful. It's just new nerve endings and new things coming to fruition, and it was a little uncomfortable, a little pinchy, and I didn't know if I was gonna like it that much. But that was just the first few months, and after that, have a ball, because you're gonna want to, and you're gonna want to touch yourself all the time. And it's good to touch yourself and love yourself. Self-love is very important, and that is the next thing that we are going to talk about after we talk about other body parts that are growing. Other body parts that would grow are your hair on your legs. My hair is much thicker and not as coarse as it was when I was a female, but definitely thicker. I love the hair on my upper legs. I have a little bit of hair on my butt now, which is kind of weird, but not too bad. My arm hair I had never grown out, so I don't know how it would have been as a female, but that's all right. Acne, back acne, chest acne, and face acne. Be very ready for that at the beginning when you're taking tea, at least for the first 6 months. My back is usually completely clear now, except for 1 or 2 pimples I might get like after a few days after my tea shot. I only break out really on my face bad after I shave. And in my chest, and it was really bad on my chest and my back at the beginning, and I was very worried it was going to be long-term problems, but not. And it'll go away. Your body is getting used to the hormones and stuff, so you just need to let shit happen. My body heat has gone up. That's something that I can definitely say has happened. For most of the time, my body heats up definitely more than what it was when I was a female. Let's see, what else? Emotionally, it's very hard to tell emotionally how I feel and how testosterone has changed me, and how my transition has changed me. The day that I was coming out to my first family member, which was my father, about my transition, is the day that I found out he killed himself. So my emotions since then, in the last year and a half, have changed drastically as a human being in general. I am much less emotional, much more driven towards creating a life and future for myself that I want, and being a voice for people that I feel like I have the power to be a voice for and help. And I'm much less emotional in a lot of other ways, but also, it's a gamble. Emotionally, I'm still who I am on the inside, but definitely day-to-day things, I don't cry ever, really, at all, and I cried a lot before. I'm much more, all right, shit happened, let's move on, just gotta keep going. I do get upset sometimes, of course, like everybody else. I have a little breakdown once in a while, because I do a lot of things. I have like 5 different jobs that I do. And I do real estate. I work to run a nonprofit. I do FTM Transitions. I help my wife with her various careers as well, and other people in theirs. And I'm also an artist. So there's a lot of things that I do that a lot of people don't know about and see throughout the day. I'm usually working like 7 to 10 at night. 7 in the morning till 10 at night. And a lot of people don't see that. They see the moments here and the moments in the videos. So it's a lot of emotion that I've had to just, I think, learn to put away and to move on and carry on with all the other tasks that I have. So testosterone has definitely helped me in that, I feel. You need to be aware that you are probably going to have to self-inject yourself. I have never done that myself. My wife has always done my injection for me. Whoops, sorry. I've never done that myself. My wife has always done my injection for me. I've tried when we were in an argument to be a strong boy and just do it myself, because I didn't need her, and I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, okay. So whoever out there does it, I fucking commend you. And it's a hard thing to do sometimes for people, but doing it in the butt is a lot easier than the thigh, for sure. For a lot of people, I've done a bunch of B12 shots in my butt before, so if I ever had to do it, I'm sure I would do it in the butt. But that is definitely something that you're going to have to expect if you don't have a clinic by you, or somebody that can do it for you, like your mom, your girlfriend, your grandma, somebody like that. The last thing that we're going to talk about today, because we're hitting like a fucking 20-minute mark, time flies, I can't believe it. Time goes by so fast on these videos. We're going to talk about the need for you to expect to put 199.9% more effort into self-love, because you're going to be going through a lot of things, worrying about a lot of things, having anxiety, feeling this way or that way, and in a constant state of change. And it's hard to get a grasp on who you are, who you're loving, what part of you love, seeing these things change, and other people's perceptions, and your dog's perception. I'm just kidding. But a lot of different things come in the way and can get in the way of self-love. So that's something that I don't practice enough, that I need to spend more time on, for sure, is accepting my body and my journey and what I'm going through, and seeing that I'm going through this to help other people go through this also. And that's part of all of our journeys in this day and age where we're ruled by the internet and who rules the internet. So we need to just make sure that we are giving ourselves appropriate amounts of time to heal, appropriate amounts of time to love yourself, appropriate amounts of time to relax and see yourself as being okay, and understanding that things take time in this world. Good things take time. To be a master at anything, it's like you need 10,000 hours worth of work in that area to be a master, and it's 10,000 hours of self-love that we need to provide to ourselves in order to love ourselves to the capacity that we deserve. That's a lot of time, and that's work that you deserve, your soul deserves, your mind deserves, and the other people fucking around you deserve, because they're going to be better people because you're a better person. It spreads like that. That's life. We all know that to be a true fact, and if we're refuting it like I do many times because I'm an asshole, and when I get upset I don't want anybody's help, I don't want anything to do with anything, I'm a piece of shit, I'm this, I don't deserve love, I'm a freak, and I'm just thinking all of these things that I feel like other people are thinking, or other people should think, and it's not who I am. It's not real. You need to get back to what is real. Understand what is real. Talk yourself through what is real, what is fake. Are you a piece of shit? Are you a genius? Are you an artist? Are you a lover? Are you a fighter? Are you a hater? And for the things that you feel like you want to change, write down the things that you can do to change them. If you're a hater, why are you hating? What is the root? What is the root of the hate that you have for yourself? And work on those things and break those things down. Start, if you're younger than 20, start now, because it's going to set you up to be much more professionally level-headed for the rest of your life, and definitely help you on your journey in any way. And for anybody, because we're all starting new journeys and new lives all the time, and every day that you're waking up in your transition, it's a new journey, it's a new day, it's a new moment to love yourself or let yourself down. And you deserve to love yourself, because you only have one life. I only have one life. Your family only has one life. Your friends only have one life. And we all should just be as happy as we possibly can together, loving ourselves. So this has been just one video of the things that you can expect when you're going through your transition as an FTM. And I hope that it's been helpful. I look forward to seeing you guys, talking to you guys again. Make sure that you watch our stories. So a lot of cool things are happening, and we are going to be providing some awesome stuff for the community. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.